Hey everyone, my name is the Radman, and we are here for some more Factorio. And yeah, this is the modded world, by the way. As you can tell, if you look at the ores, there's okay. That's weird. For some reason, one of the mods that I installed changes the look of iron ore up here, but not copper ore. That's really weird. Anyway, what I just wanted to show you guys is one of the mods that I installed, which is Bob's Materials, has kind of totally messed everything up. And the problem with that is just to make I think it's the equivalent of electronic circuits. Yeah, basic electronic boards are basically electronic circuits. And as you can see, it's a lot more complicated, and it actually takes wood now to make it, which is kind of surprising. I guess I don't know what the reasoning behind that is. But one thing is, to make sciences now, you need to make these special cores and coils and all this other stuff. So I'm not gonna say like this is definitely going to be I'm not gonna say we're gonna stick with this mod pack, because I'm not sure if I want to actually have to reset all this up. But I'm gonna reset it up to work with red and green science real quick, and then we'll see what that looks like in just a second. Okay guys, so I got it set up to show you guys what it would look like to make new science, and red science is pretty easy. It's just these wrong one. It's just this electromagnet coils and these electromagnet cores, and these probably should be replaced with the better ones, so that way I can add modules into them later. So that fix isn't too hard to do. I think we have about the same amount of assembling machines, if not one or two less. The problem comes with this, with green science. So at most reaction nodes just need, they're simple. They're basically, I'm pretty sure they're just electronic circuits with the recipe tweaked. The Atmos instruments, though, where are they? Oh, there they are. They take these microcircuits, which take these micro wafers, which take these wafer stamps. I thought there was another step in there. Okay, that was weird. Yeah, so you just have to have a little. It looks like all you have to do really is just have a bigger chain. And I'm not sure. I'm kind of confused. I guess that it makes sense that the copper cable recipe is there, because you have to use it for the telephone poles. But this needs to be now these. And then you gotta take, let's see, it was these. And I should have the iron line. Yeah, the iron line's already here. So we can just keep this assembling machine here, actually. Okay, so this is all ready to make those. Are those actually used? Okay, so those aren't actually used in the production of green science, besides, putting it in there. It doesn't even use these anymore, so we may as well just get rid of this entire line of them. And yeah, I'm pretty sure, yeah, it updated the recipe and all these. That's good. So this line here is useless. I guess where we were making smart inserters, now we need to make the Atmos instruments, which takes microcircuits and iron. And I think we might have, yeah, we have iron coming in here, okay. So I guess we just need to make these circuits now. Which, okay, it's 10 of these, which is micro wafers are okay, so it looks like we need to fit 2 more assembly machines in here. But I think all that we have to do really is just take this conveyor belt down a little. And I think we can just actually stick this here, use it to make the stamps, and then this will change over from a stamp maker to a wafer maker, and then we can put down another one down here that'll make these. And then we can finally use these to make the final step. Okay, I think if we chain this all together it'll work. So these feed into each other. That one needs copper, that one needs iron, and that one needs iron. Okay. So actually all we need to do, and the reason I'm building this on camera by the way, is I'm not sure whether or not we'll actually use this design. So if any of you, I'll tell you what mods I have, and I guess if any of you want to try playing with these, you can. Because it's a pretty fun mod pack, it's just that I'm not sure if I want to play it on this world right now. Okay, you don't need to go in there, but I can use this to put it in here. Okay, so this actually should make it now, once we hook up the power and let the stuff flow through, which I think actually it's kind of interesting because, you know, when I first looked at the recipes I thought, oh my gosh, this is going to be so hard to fix everything, but I think it actually made making science easier because it's basic stuff like iron. It's more basic, I think. Like, it takes up less space than the smart circuit maker, but it seems a little easier to set up actually. I guess though I don't know what blue science looks like. Blue science is probably going to be a pain in the butt if it was that easy to set up the other two. Because usually if a mod changes something, they change blue science quite a bit. Come on, flow through. Okay, so we should get copper on this side of the belt and then iron on the other side. No, oh. Okay, I can fix this actually. I have these modded inserters, and they have special ones that insert on the near side of belts. So we'll just have to put up with a normal inserter. Which I don't actually think... Yeah, most of these machines require the one before it to run before they can actually do anything. Okay, and now we should start getting green science. Oh, except we're not producing these yet because it takes 10 of these. I kind of forgot about that. And obviously the power system. Oh, it's running seawater now. I forgot about that. That's weird. I'll have to fix that later. I kind of forgot that it added seawater, and I'm not sure if you can run boilers on seawater very effectively. Okay, I get what the trade-off is now, I think. You need to have, like, many of these assemblers to, like, one of these assemblers. And to make any green science at all, you'll need, like, 20 of these, it looks like. Because this stuff is starting to build up, so is this. Oh. I think this will help. I was going to say, why is it not working? Well, because it's not getting it fast enough. Okay, so now we do have both sciences set up. Except this one I'm not unloading because I didn't want to take the time to. So yeah, we might consider switching over, but anyway, here's how you would make it if you guys want to play this on your own. And I'll just quit the game without saving it, and I'll show you the mods. So the new mods that I got are Bob's mods. For some reason, it only shows 2 of them, even though I have like all of them. VZY's stuff. Basics, I'm pretty sure is what changes, like the crafting recipes. And then 5dim, I've had that on before. And then there's some more bobs. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna decide that off camera, and then if I decide to do it that way, I'll switch the base over off camera so you don't have to see it again. And if not, then I'll probably just start the time lapse for the normal episode. Hey everyone, I'm back. I just wanted to tell you guys my decision, and my decision is to do it like this, obviously. I'm just shutting that off because this core alien artifact stuff shouldn't go through the rest of the machines. But anyway, I'm going to now fix all this so that, you know, it follows the new crafting recipes. Oh, I forgot, I have a few mods that rearrange quite a bit of stuff, so I'll have to fix that later. But anyway, I'll have to go through, and the main thing I just have to do is reconfigure these 2 crafting recipes, because since the aim of this world is to make everything in separate places, I decided that using like the coil and stuff in this mod, which you get 8 of it for, I think it's 1 sheet of copper, is a lot more efficient than using the coil in game right now. But we'll kind of just see how it goes. Plus, it'll change up the playstyle a little, and I like that. But anyway, I'll be right back. You guys already saw me switch this over once, so I'm just gonna switch it over again really quickly, and we'll probably look into seeing what new technologies have come from this mod. Hey guys, I just wanted to give you a little update. So I was looking more into the Bob's mods, and I discovered a problem. So the inserters in Bob's mods, at least with the version that I have, you need wood, silver, and tin to make them. That's 3 things, plus iron and copper. And the problem is, my world didn't generate with any of the Bob's ores besides that alien one, which I think is added in by a different mod, because it has infinite. So I'm just gonna try loading the world to see what happens. For some reason it's not showing, you know, that I changed anything, but I took out a few mods. Let's just see what happens, because the world might just crash. Because what I did was I took out, Bob's something or other, Bob's another thing, and it still got that. Okay, but it did take out one of the things, which was that it wanted, it wanted something really weird. What's that thing that it has, that little weird goofy looking thing? Because what I need to do, I think, is get rid of Bob's materials and intermediate products. Okay, so these aren't too annoying, that I just need to make carbon for them, but it was these other things, resin and rubber, and then there was a whole nother list of them. So I'm gonna do a little bit more tweaking to it, because I don't want to have to completely change my playstyle. Plus, this world doesn't have that many trees, and I don't want to be limited on the size of my factory by trees, which would be really stupid. Anyway, I'm gonna do some more of this off camera. I'll be right back. Hey, I'm back. So I was going to cut it to something else, but upon removing one more mod, I think it was the electronics mod from Bob's mods. Yeah, that's what they're called. I discovered that the thing is fixed. See, It took out the wooden stuff. So now all these are back to their regular recipes. The science and stuff is still affected though, which I'm completely fine with. And it did put back in the electronic circuits thing, so these are still valid things. But these do still need coils and stuff, because before, I think gears were removed entirely, or for some reason it cleared like the gear maker, it cleared these gear makers, this entire line of stuff. But anyway, I'm going to now convert the factory over to fitting with the new mods, because I'm just going to do a really quick scan of the pages, but I'm pretty sure that everything lines up still, and I'm just double checking this. We also have like tree mods, underground belt mods. We have a lot of stuff that we can research now. And apparently I don't have infinite research enabled, which is weird because I thought I did. Oh, there it is. And yeah, this is just because in the long run, I like to have infinite research because it takes up a whole bunch of materials. But anyway, I'll be right back. I'm going to get this all fixed up, and then we'll probably start straight into a time-lapse with a voiceover. It'll be a little shorter than usual, sorry. Hey everyone, so here we are. As you can see, I did get a little bit of time to record a time-lapse. So what I'm doing here, by the way, is fixing a error where for some reason when I reloaded the world the furnaces were having issues. Here I'm just checking some crafting recipes. In fact, I'm thinking about replacing all these furnaces with electric furnaces because I did a little bit of testing with this world with a few less mods, and I was running out of coal pretty soon, or I was having to add in a lot more miners the more I extended that furnace column. So I take out all the coal-fired furnaces, and I've replaced them with a mod that adds in electric stone furnaces. And we also add in some more steam engines to make up for the fact that that totally kills our power grid. And one thing that I miss is they are actually not getting enough water because one of the mods incorrectly modifies the pumps so that for some reason it doesn't seem to think that there's enough water unless you have two pumps feeding into it, which I don't know why. And there I was just checking some recipes again, getting ready for some more steam engines, and now I'm just waiting to craft a bunch of stuff. And if you look over at advanced material processing, you'll see that it hasn't moved the entire time that we've been doing stuff. And that is because of something I didn't notice that got changed with the science along with the recipes. But anyway, here we are putting in our second line. We kind of run out of materials, and I end up having to mine some stone around the corner of that furnace to get enough to finish the last one. But then we get the burner inserters in place, and I almost forget to hook up this fuel line after I put down the steam engines. And here's where I notice the water, by the way. But I'm crafting so many steam engines that I actually forget about going back to put that down. Also, in my tests, I had some biter attacks, so that's why I was being a little more cautious about how many turrets I have. Plus, that will produce a lot more pollution now. And as you can see, if you go look at there, we actually have 2 labs now, and you need to make the level 2 lab to use green science and red science. So see, there it is working. So we're gonna have to make enough of them to replace the entire line with them, which is actually what takes up the majority of the crafting done this episode. And as you can see, we're just rehooking up that. And for some reason, I don't know why, but by the time I got back to hook up those pipes, the problem had actually somehow fixed itself. And here, I'm messing around with the belts a little. As you can see, I kind of forgot that I could have just rotated the one belt, the upper belt, and it would have hooked in fine without even having to go onto the lower belt. But at the time I didn't think of that. In fact, I think I'll fix it soon. Oh, another thing I did is I'm moving this because I want to extend the furnace line, because I can now, because the only limiting factor is how much ore I can push through it, because we just don't have enough iron right now. And I'm considering making a second line. I'm not sure if I'm going to. And I'm just looking around at the map for pollution, since I'm pretty sure that the level 2 places take a lot more energy than the level 1 places. So yeah. And here I'm just kind of looking at what technology to do next, checking a few things, because I want to get solar panels, because for some reason the steam engines are not acting predictably in this mod, which is worrying, because I'm I'm so used to how like steam engines and solar panels act in vanilla that I've kind of the mods kind of sometimes throw me for a loop. And there I was removing some copper because I want to free up some of those furnaces, because I'm actually pretty well out of stone. So if I want to craft any new like electric furnaces, I actually need to borrow some stone from the other furnaces, which is kind of a sad thing. And here I'm actually making some defenses, because I kind of realized that except for one gun turret, this entire assembly line that, if you remember, got jutted out when I remade it, it is basically open for attack. And I don't have enough stone bricks on hand to like encase the entire factory and walls or anything, but I do get a burner inserter set up there to get the rest of the stone for me. And I also set up a little outpost out here to mine some stone and convert it into stone bricks, because I want to get this place walled off pretty soon, because what I'm planning to do within the next 2 or 3 episodes will cause quite a bit of pollution. And we get that running, except I'm crafting miners, so I don't have a chest, except I kind of miss the fact that I'm holding a chest. And we use some of those new miners to increase the amount of iron ore that we are producing, because now that we extended the furnace line a little, we're actually not stressing the miners any, but it's still good to have the entire deposit being mined if possible, because once we get rail transport, I want to make like a smelting area just for iron and one just for copper. And since I'm doing that, I'll end up replacing most of this eventually. But anyway, guys, it's coming to the end of the episode. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.